Revolutions per minute. This is Martin Craig, your main host for today. And though it's kind of gloomy, of course, I'm still smiling as always. I don't know why when I'm bored and I look at my very debonair co-host Conrad Pereras and my beautiful, very spiritual best friend, good friend, Miss Vicky Martino, I always have this energy. And especially now that we have a very, very, very honorable and special guest. And stay tuned, Philippines, because we'll be very, very much excited to talk to you about this topic, which not everybody knows about. So Buddhism, the way of life, of awakening oneself. All right, so last Saturday, of course, this is actually a continuation of the previous 2 Saturdays. Mind you, about improving and making better of oneself, how to create a better relationship with yourself and with others. And when you have a better relationship with yourself, you could only give what is good.
I made a bold move to move beyond just believing it and really, start
Living it?
living it.
Okay, because
That's the most important thing.
yes,
Living it.
And since our guests here are into Buddhism, they need to understand that there are certain things that we also believe in. That, like for example, if you ask me what do you believe in, I would, without hesitation, tell you, I believe in God, the Father Almighty, Creator of heaven and earth, and the Apostles' Creed, which we believe in.
You should recite it.
I would say, I believe in God, the Father Almighty, Creator of heaven and earth, and in Jesus Christ, His only Son, our Lord, who was conceived by the Holy Spirit, born of the Virgin Mary, suffered under Pontius Pilate, was crucified, died, and was buried. He descended into hell, and on the 3rd day, He rose again to judge the living and the dead. I also believe in the Holy Catholic Church, the communion of saints, the resurrection of the body, and life everlasting. So in that way, there is no mistaking the fact what I believe in. And therefore, if you don't believe in what I believe in, you must be believing in something.
No, we are similar in your belief. We also believe in resurrection.
All right.
And
So with that as the background, tell us what Buddhism is all about. What does Buddhism believe in?
Our order, for one time order, has been friends with Catholic priests and nuns for a long time. We have dinner together, we have dialogue together, we also have conference together. And so this is like a family here in the Philippines. And so we respect each other. The Buddhists recognize Siddhartha Gautama, who has later on attained full enlightenment, known as Sakyamuni Buddha. And so he is our founder of Buddhism, and he is our teacher. So when on the interfaith, I guess on an interfaith platform or during the dialogue, that we all respect our founders, and we also practice through the different teachings. So here, the fellow practitioners, you and I, the fellow practitioners get together, and also with the priests and nuns, just like friends. And so when we take our father, we see our founder as our father. So we respect each other's father. And for the devotees, the fellow practitioners comes together as friends, as a lot of work that we can do together. Especially here in the Philippines, this is an international hub. I was brought up in Brunei, and so oil industry has always been the most stable.
okay.
Then when my family immigrates to Canada, we live in Alberta, which is also sand oil state or province. That's the only province that does not have federal tax.
Which country? Which part of Canada?
Alberta.
Alberta. Okay.
So chemical engineers become a very important career.
Yes,
And
because
I guess
the oil
that's
business,
how
that's where it pays much.
And so I was a chemical engineer for 4 years. Then later on, I find that chemical engineers are very scientific, and Buddhism is also
Very
scientific. And a lot of my answer, not just to work, say relationships with the co-worker, and how do I find a balance between families and work. And also later on, I also find that my work helped me a lot to establish or I guess to live very comfortably. Then later on I find I begin to think there must be something else in life that we as a person looking for, other than career, other than having a very loving family, my own parents and siblings, and then so I was seeking.
You were seeking.
And fortunately, I guess I found Miracle Masters here.
Why unfortunately?
Fortunately.
Fortunately.
But to cut you there, I like what you said. It came to your point, like she was a chemical engineer working for oil companies, they're the highest paid. And probably when you fill up all your senses with what money can buy and what career can buy, it comes to a point in your life, which it happened to me also. I like that. I cried for a minute. When I was able to fill up my senses, like all the eyes can see, all the mouth can taste, all the hands can touch, and all the heart can feel. It came to a point I said, is this all? But I know, is it like what happened to you? Is it when you have filled up all those senses that you're crying for a meaning, like there's emptiness, even you're filled, right?
Yeah, and so I find something very fulfilling. That is a Miracle Master humanistic Buddhism that kind of fill me up. I first empty myself of what Miss Maria has mentioned, the physical, and fill myself up with I guess the spiritual.
How did you empty yourself?
I begin to participate in the group or the temple work, or I guess the youth activities, because then I'm not just taking care of myself, my family, but I also take care of say the Buddhist community or our Fuangshan community.
I like that. So the way to empty yourself, Conrad, with physicality is to really give more and involve
Yes.
more, share more, give more.
And when you see happiness in others, then
You feel happy.
It multifold.
In Buddhism, do you have the same hierarchy?
There are, I guess, for our role, one is seniority. So no matter what position I'm taking in the monastery, my seniority, that means how many years of practice we acquire. Then the other one is we will not call it the hierarchy, because Buddhist or Sangha order is more a community. So each one of us take on a role or take on a task or take on a responsibility so that the community can work together. So if I just so happen that I was the eldest, but it does not mean that I'm higher than anyone else. It's just in this position or in this role that I'm taking on, I have to be responsible in leading the community to practice. That's my role, or one of my role. Then the others who are being appointed or assigned as the chef is also actually important, because if the chef does not cook, then the drink could not be served.
Right.
So it's more like a community sharing of work.
Yeah, going back to the forgetting oneself. So the one of the famous movie, Mirror, Mirror on the Wall, make me fairest of them all. That's egoistic. Oh, it depends on the intention. Because in the morning, isn't it? We are taught in all corporate programs that you are great, you are the most beautiful woman for building up self-confidence. They said, look at you in the mirror and say, you are great. I am beautiful. I am. Normally, what I do is I don't say who is the first. I said, make me fair. Make me the fairest. But I say, not of them all.
I think like Conrad had said this morning, the horizontal and the
Vertical.
vertical and the horizontal, the goal or the relationships. So when we say we are building our confidence, which is important, right? Especially I am working on the rightness or the benefit of the public welfare of everyone else. So it's important to have that.
Being a leader, that you must have that confidence.
Then horizontally does not mean that now that I'm confident, everyone else are lousy.
So it's the intention again, right? And what's the reason behind?
Yes, I have to grow everyone else, especially Mahayana practice or what we say the Bodhisattva practice, is all of us get on this same big pinnacles. Mahayana means big, Maha big, Yana means pinnacles, that means transform. So let all of us get on this transport so that we can reach the other shore together.
Mahayana, what's Maha again?
Maha means big.
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 Yana
like a
is
cruise boat. Cruise boat can take thousands of people. A bicycle can only take
one person
or two,
or two.
right? So big pinnacles. That's why all of us should have this confidence. That's why Venerable Master, other than the 3 acts of goodness, he also mentioned the 4 givings: to give others joys, to give others hope, to give others confidence, and to give others conveniences, to render ourselves to others, so that this is our working principle, and so that we all work together or we all live together harmoniously.
So how do you do with Buddhism? So all the members, do you go out sometimes and give yourself?
Yeah,
in service?
We do have some activities.
Like what?
Yeah, we have the gift giving. We have the gift giving. Like we recently we just had gift giving, like rubber shoes for the orphanage. Yeah, we give food every now and then. We have several activities.
So you give.
Formosan have gives our activities or program on the 4 objectives. The first one is to nurture culture, nurture young talents to educations, to propagate good teachings of Buddhism through cultural activities, to benefit the society through charitable work, and to pacify body and mind through good cultivations.
You know what I've seen different with the advocacies or people who are giving gifts to others? Oh, you know what I learned from Kabbalah is when you give goods like to the typhoon victims, you would give the ones you don't need, right? Give. But in Kabbalah we learn you must give the ones that are still very good, that are very dear to you. Because it's so nice to be very good and very giving and very sharing when it's not needed and when you have plenty. But would you give the very thing that hurts most? Just like my mom, right? She was asking, and I learned that she wanted the very, very antique dragon pot that I have from China. I have 4 pieces of that. The 2 was from my garden with plants already. And he wanted both.
With plans.
No, it doesn't matter the plants, I can always buy, right?
Okay, so thank you very much, Ms.
Yes.
Cathy, for taking time out to bring the Venerable Miao Jing Abbess. And thank you for gracing our occasion by telling us,
My honor.
by telling us what Buddhism is all about. You just did a very good job at letting me understand how my friend and partner thinks as a Buddhist. So thank you.
Don't forget, we also have a Siddhartha musical on July 17th at CCP. You're all invited. Everyone is invited.
Okay, thank you guys, and thank you Philippines for tuning in with RPM, Revolutions per Minute. I hope we have accelerated your life. And of course, stay tuned because we have equal justice.